Well, hello there, and welcome to another FAQ Monday. I am your host, Fluff, and today we're gonna answer some questions, and I'm gonna get out of here and I'll do something. I don't know. I don't know what you guys are up to. I know what I'm gonna be up to after this. So let's just do this right now, and then we'll talk about it afterwards. All right? Maybe we'll go hang somewhere, grab some food, whatever. First question. Best recording headphones under $100? I would say, let's see. I really like the Sennheiser HD 280 Pro. These are very, very comfortable and they sound good. I checked, I use these to check mixes along with some Bayer Dynamic DT 880 Pros, but the low end is fairly accurate, the high end's fairly accurate, and I like where the mid-range sits on the 280s. They're a really, really good bang for the buck headphone, and they're $99. I highly recommend them. There are tons of other headphones out there, both cheaper and more expensive, but for just a really good, solid pair of headphones, the Sennheiser HD 280s are really hard to beat. What would you recommend for one's first piece of outboard gear with a small budget? I'm looking at the Warm Audio 1176 clone. That's a tough one. I would say either a compressor or a really good mic preamp. I regret not getting a better mic preamp sooner. I instantly went for the compressor, not knowing that a lot of compressors work even better and more efficiently when you have an actual mic preamp before them, with a microphone going into the mic preamp, then from the preamp into the compressor, and then into your DAW is what my signal flow is. And a compressor is definitely very useful. I would either get an SSL style or an 1176 style, because those could be used for so many different things. And they're just a Swiss Army knife, really, as far as audio goes. I would definitely recommend a Warm Audio or Stam Audio. I'm thinking about changing out my Warm 1176 for the Stam version, because I've heard some of the Stam versions and the real Universal Audio 1176s, and I find the Warm to be kind of stale if I'm gonna get nitpicky, but you know, it's a very inexpensive compressor. I got mine on a really good deal. I got mine secondhand off Reverb, but definitely check out Warm and Stam for compression and mic pre's, because those are definitely the two things that I would start with your outboard gear in your home studio. Does Fluff need a cookie? If so, what's your favorite? Macadamia nut comes to mind, and a good old-fashioned chocolate chip cookie is probably my two favorite cookies. What are your guys' favorite cookies? What do you like? Hook me up. I mean, asking for a friend. What do you think about the Mesa Roadsters or Road Kings versus the Soloheads? The Road Kings and the Roadsters are kind of based and a takeoff of the Mark II rectifiers, the original 3-channel versions of the dual rectifiers. And the Roadster is darker and more like the 2-channel, whereas the Road King is more like a 4-channel Mark II dual rectifier with a lot of bells and whistles and a lot of options as far as the loop and the power goes and the rectification per channel and reverb and all that stuff. But when you boil them down, I mean, they're just rectifiers with just bells and whistles and additions to them. Although I would love to get a Roadster. I've never plugged in to a Roadster personally. That's just, I've heard them a lot of times with bands I've seen and friends that have had them and things like that, but I have never sat down and sat there and tweaked a Roadster. So I would love to get one. But generally speaking, yeah, those are much darker than the regular Soloheads, but I still prefer a regular good old-fashioned dual and triple rectifier. I have 2 triple rectifiers, 2-channel 90s triple rectifiers, and the multi-watt. I don't know, maybe I'll get a rectifier. Really want a rectifier. And now Fluff reads a tweet. I wonder if I've ever drank milk from the same cow. My suggestion to you this week is to check out the TV show Mr. Robot. This is kind of a techie Fight Club kind of a thing, kind of. And that doesn't really sum it up, and it does not do it justice, me just describing it like that. But it is very tech and hacker oriented, and they make a lot of good points, and Christian Slater is amazing in it. And his name escapes me, but the main actor, who is slated to play Freddie Mercury in the Queen movie, is incredible as well. I mean, the casting is just phenomenal. The show is available on Amazon Prime, so if you have Amazon Prime, definitely check it out. Mr. Robot is just a phenomenal show, and I think you would like it as well. All pickable links down below in the description. You've been wonderful. I've been Fluff. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.